Hey, good afternoon, and welcome once again to Lunch with a Shark. I'm Vidal Espinosa, CFO of Invictus Advisors. And today, who does remember when you were a little kid and I was told to go to bed? I was very, very nervous because going to bed meant that maybe monsters were in the closet or underneath the bed. Turn off the light, I was told. I didn't want to turn off the light because those monsters under the bed or in the closet. Remember that feeling? Being nervous, upset, scared. Maybe you peed in your bed. Well, many of us are scared of 3 words. It could be in Mexico or it can be in the US. 3 words. IRS, or I forgot Mexico, SAT. Ooh. I'm more scared of the SAT than the IRS. Just FYI. Internal Revenue Service. Today we're going to talk about taxes. I'm going to talk about fun facts. I'm going to talk about maybe a little bit of story of taxes, why we have to pay taxes. I am not going to tell you how to avoid taxes because let me start with one thing. We at Invictus Advisors, we help you manage your cash flow. Okay? So by doing that, I'm actually going to advise you on where to invest, where to spend money, regardless of whether it's tax deductible or not. You're going to tell me you're crazy. I want to pay less taxes. Well, first of all, you need to grow your business. Okay? Don't start your business by saying, hey, I don't want to pay taxes from the get-go. Trust me, from the get-go, you're not going to pay taxes. Okay? You're not going to be extremely profitable. I hope so. But you're not going to be extremely profitable the first year or second year. Yes, we need to plan accordingly for the future, but not at the beginning. Let me give you an example. Let's say that, well, let me backtrack a little bit. As of 2019, with the new tax reform, entertainment, it's no longer a deductible expense. Okay, for tax purposes. But let's say that you have a client that loves baseball. Okay, well, the tickets to go to the ball game or the private suite at the baseball park, it's no longer a business tax deduction, a write-off. But if you are going to close, or you have the probability or possibility of closing a contract that it's going to bring revenue to your business, my answer is going to be, hey, put that money out of your own pocket, buy those tickets or pay for that private box in the ball game, and bring your client to the ball game. Okay? Don't look at your expenses as to whether they're going to help me reduce my tax liability, not pay taxes, because you are in the wrong mindset. Okay? Think about how you're going to grow your business while managing and controlling your cash flow. Okay? It's very, very simple. Think about your revenue, think about your bottom line, forget about the taxes. The experts, that's what we're there for, okay? Not every CPA, it's a tax expert, FYI. Don't just visit your CPA to prepare your taxes, okay? Visit or look for someone that it's an expert in taxes. And let me tell you one thing, funny story. We must have heard that, oh, the IRS code, it's 70,000 pages long. Guess what? I have a little secret for you. It's not 70,000 pages long. Okay? The most pages that a book with the IRS tax code is It's 4,200 pages. And that includes all codes, all laws, all tax articles, or whatever you want to call it. The current one, or the only ones that you're going to need, and you don't need to know them, it's only 2,100. Okay? So, yes, the tax code is scary. Yes, the tax code is long, but it's only 4,200 pages long. Okay? So, another thing is, be very truthful with preparing your taxes. Okay? The IRS has a couple little secrets that they don't want you to know. The first one is that if you make less than $200,000 a year, the probability or the odds of you being audited, it's only 1%. Okay? If you own a C corporation, last year, C corporations, which means Inc., okay, only were audited 0.9%. S corporations, and then we'll have another episode on C corps, S corps, LLCs, and all that, because that's a very fun topic. S corporations were only audited 0.2%. But if you are a sole proprietor, if you do business on your own, if you present a Schedule C, those were audited 2.6% for 2018. It's just a little hint there, okay? So don't be afraid of audits. If you are being audited, don't represent yourself, okay? Because you are probably being audited because most likely you did your own tax return. Most likely the IRS found a mistake there, a less income reported, something like that. So have representation. It's more expensive to pay those taxes that the IRS is saying that you owe than hiring a professional. Because it's not only the IRS that it's going to hit you with those additional taxes, interest, and penalties. It's the state of California if you live in California. Okay? The IRS has failed to collect over the course of various years over $350 billion. The IRS is not a collection agency. Okay? The IRS will get their money one way or the other, but they're not a collection agency. Those $350,000 billion dollars are because of certain programs that the IRS has. Let me talk about one, the offer in compromise. You probably have heard or seen on the TV, hey, if you own $10,000 or more in taxes, IRS, call us because we can wipe out that debt. That's not true. Okay? Unless you're sick, unless you're dying, unless even if you family member has died, the taxes still live on. They'll go collect from the state. But those programs do exist. Programs do exist with the IRS that are hidden, only professionals know, and they can actually reduce your tax liability. They can actually help you reduce your penalties and interest, but they will not wipe it, okay? They will not wipe them. Another fun fact about the IRS is the IRS is not there to seize your property, okay? That's only if they found that you have committed tax fraud, tax evasion, or you have misrepresented yourself, fraud, okay? Open those IRS letters. What's the worst that can happen? It can say that you owe $20,000 in back taxes. They have installment agreements. They have that program called Offer in Compromise. Let's say that you are 50 years old, you are in disability, you have no ways of generating revenue. Well, they will work with you. The IRS will work for you. Hey, FYI, I don't work for the IRS, but my experience with them has been always positive, and we've gotten very good results and great outcome when we talk to the IRS, when we communicate with them. That brings me to the other fun fact, is that not every IRS agent or IRS representative has a tax or finance background. The first person that you will talk to when you call the IRS has no idea about the taxes. They're only there at a call center, and they're following a script, they're following questions and prompts and things that a computer with artificial intelligence, it's telling them what to do or what to say. But you might be able to resolve some of your issues at that first phone call. If you're willing to wait on hold for 3 hours at times, you can probably talk to them and they might be able to help you. There are huge probabilities, and that brings us to the next topic or the next point, is that the IRS also has or commits a lot of mistakes. One of the biggest reasons that they will eliminate penalties, it's because of misinformation that they provided you over the phone. Because of that call center, because of that artificial intelligence, they do not know everything. So as us, we don't know everything. And they misquote or they tell you wrong information, wrong tax codes that, thank God, we can utilize to eliminate those penalties and taxes, even taxes, okay? Another fun fact is that file electronically. Whatever it is, file electronically, or if you close by to a IRS office, drop off there your paperwork, your tax returns, your forms, okay? Let me give you one tip there. Let's say that taxes are due April 15th generally for sole proprietors, okay? File the tax return. File it. Even if you don't have all that information or the information that it's necessary for the tax return, file it. Or at least file an extension. Because it's better to amend than not file or not file an extension. And the extensions are not extensions to pay taxes. The taxes are due on the 15th of April if you are a sole proprietor or an individual. Okay? Taxes are due April 15th, not after. You can present your tax return after. Okay? That's when the big penalties come if you don't pay taxes or send at least some of your taxes owed. So, with that said, I hope you've heard some useful information. Don't be afraid of opening those letters from the IRS. I hope you're not getting a lot of letters from the IRS, because that means that we have a lot of more work for us. So tune in next Tuesday. I don't know, I think around 12:30, 1-ish for Lunch with the Shark. Always use somebody that you trust to prepare your taxes. Hey, one thing that I say is that if I have a heart attack, I'm not going to perform open heart surgery on my own, okay? It has taken me over 22 years of experience to somewhat grasp the context of the Mexican tax code and the US tax code, 2 tax codes. And it's great, but it's a tedious task. Don't do it on your own. Hire somebody that you trust. Hire or look for somebody that is trustworthy. My neighbor that it's working from their kitchen table and preparing tax returns on TurboTax, don't do that. Get somebody professional. Go to our website, yourcashflowpartner.com, and ask us anything you want. Send us your messages, send us comments, any topic that you want us to go into. Let us know what you want. Let us hear from you. In the next couple of episodes, we will be taking questions and answering in our series that we have called Lunch with the Shark. If you see my little shark here, let me point it out. I don't know if you see it. So it was very nice having lunch with you guys. Visit our website, yourcashflowpartner.com. Send us your questions. Call us. Book a consultation with us about anything you want about your business. See you.